1982, a massive alien spaceship suddenly appeared and began hovering over the city of Johannesburg, South Africa. Surprisingly, the ship showed no reaction and made no attempt to communicate with humans. It remained suspended in the same place for 3 straight months. After observing this strange situation for a long time, humans finally decided to enter the spaceship to find out what was really going on. A large military force, using helicopters and aircraft, broke open the ship's entrance and went inside. What they discovered was shocking. The spaceship was filled with millions of aliens. These aliens appeared extremely weak and sick, as if they had not eaten properly for a very long time. Gradually, humans learned the truth. These aliens belonged to a labor-class species. Their leader had died from a disease, and after his death, they lost their sense of direction. They no longer knew where they were supposed to go, nor did they have the ability to travel anywhere. With no other option, they ended up stranded on Earth. The South African government then contacted different countries around the world and discussed what should be done. Eventually, a decision was made to rehabilitate the aliens on Earth itself. Killing them was not an option, and sending them back to their home planet was impossible. As a result, nearly 1 million aliens were relocated to a camp built near their spaceship, surrounded by high walls. This settlement was named District 9. Due to their severe health condition, the aliens were given medical treatment, and military forces were stationed outside the walls to handle any emergency. The aliens were naturally peaceful. They did not attack humans and mostly kept to themselves. However, they were extremely unhygienic. Within just a few years, District 9 turned into a massive garbage dump. During this time, African criminal gangs began to dominate the area. They exploited the aliens by trading canned food, which the aliens loved, in exchange for alien weapons and advanced technology. After a long period of nearly 28 years, the story moves to 2009. Over time, the aliens had become unruly. They started attacking humans, stealing food, vandalizing restricted areas, and slowly moving into human neighborhoods. This caused widespread protests. People began demanding freedom from both the aliens and the government. Once again, the South African government found itself under pressure. After consulting with other nations, a final decision was made. The aliens would either be moved far away from the city or sent back to their home planet. Since returning them was still impossible, the government decided to relocate them to a new camp, far away from human settlements. This new camp was named District 10. To carry out this operation, the government hired a private company called Multinational United, or MNU. MNU was an international weapons manufacturing corporation with experience handling emergency situations. However, they had a hidden agenda. Their real goal was to obtain alien weapons and technology. They were even willing to conduct dangerous experiments involving human and alien DNA. The alien relocation was merely a cover. We are then introduced to Wikus van der Merwe, who is appointed as the project head by the MNU CEO, who also happens to be his father-in-law. By this time, the aliens had been given names and identity cards. One day, Wikus leads a military unit into District 9 to inform the aliens about the relocation to District 10. Those who agree are asked to sign documents, while those who refuse are forcefully taken at gunpoint. Inside one of the shacks, we meet an alien named Christopher, his friend Paul, and Christopher's young son, CJ. They are secretly collecting a black liquid and storing it in a container while conducting experiments. This liquid is actually the fuel for their mothership. Christopher had spent 20 years creating it. While Christopher is away, Wikus enters the shack during inspection. Without understanding what it is, he opens the container and the liquid sprays onto his face and eyes. Startled, Wikus wipes himself off, seals the container, and takes it as evidence. This single moment changes his life forever. Later that night, Wikus returns home and notices something terrifying. His fingernails begin falling off and his teeth start to loosen. Despite feeling extremely ill, he attends a surprise party thrown for him, where he suddenly collapses. He is rushed to the hospital, where doctors discover that one of his arms is transforming into that of an alien. MNU scientists soon realize that Wikus's DNA is merging with alien DNA, turning him into a hybrid. This makes him the only human capable of operating alien weapons. When Wikus's greedy father-in-law learns this, instead of helping him, he orders further experiments to speed up the transformation. Wikus finally understands that MNU has no intention of saving him. They only want to use him. Managing to escape, Wikus runs to Christopher and begs him to turn him back into a human. At first, Christopher refuses, but later agrees on one condition. Wikus must return the fuel container he took. To reverse the mutation, they need to go to the mothership. Christopher then reveals a hidden shuttle ship he had secretly built over 28 years. The technology amazes Wikus. Christopher explains that the fuel container is essential for activating the shuttle and reaching the mothership. If Wikus helps, Christopher will take him aboard and stop the mutation, then return to his home planet. With no other choice, Wikus agrees. To retrieve the container from MNU headquarters, they need weapons. Wikus goes to a Nigerian gang leader who turns out to be a psychopath. And he realizes Wikus is a hybrid. He tries to cut off and eat his infected arm, believing it will turn him into an alien. Wikus barely escapes with weapons. Wikus and Christopher launch an assault on MNU and retrieve the fuel. Inside the laboratory, Christopher discovers horrifying experiments being conducted on aliens. He even finds the mutilated body of his friend Paul. Enraged but focused, They escape back to District 9. Christopher then makes a painful decision. He tells Wickus that he must first return to his home planet to learn how to reverse the mutation and promises to return in 3 years. Furious and desperate, Wickus attacks Christopher and launches the shuttle himself, but it is shot down by the military. Both are captured. Chaos erupts as the gang attacks the soldiers and kidnaps Wickus. Meanwhile, CJ survives and remotely activates the mothership. A powerful signal reaches all the aliens, and a high-tech combat mech is activated. Wickus enters the mech and fights MNU forces to protect Christopher, eventually sending him and CJ to the mothership. Before leaving, Christopher promises again to return in 3 years. Wickus stays behind, fighting until the mech is destroyed. When a soldier attempts to kill him, the aliens rise up and save Wickus. The mothership finally departs after 28 years, witnessed by thousands of people. MNU's illegal activities are exposed, leading to the company's shutdown. The alien population grows to 2.5 million and is relocated to District 10. Wickus disappears. No one knows whether he is alive or dead. Rumors spread. One day, Wickus's wife reveals in an interview that she keeps finding metal flowers outside her door, flowers Wickus used to make for her. In the final scene, we see an alien quietly crafting metal flowers from scrap, waiting patiently for the day Christopher returns and he can finally become human again.